Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Bree Busy, you can call me Bree, and today we are getting busy with Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. This is a rebooted version of the 2006, and I'm super excited they started working on this last year, and I've been kind of keeping an eye on it for a while now, so I'm glad it's finally released. If you have followed me on my channel before, especially early Twitch days, you would have seen I love playing the Sherlock Holmes games, and if you are new to Sherlock Holmes, it is a really awesome detective puzzle solving sleuthing type of game where you are usually playing as Sherlock Holmes in the 1800s London, maybe even going other places along with your Dr. Watson friend, and it's a lot of fun. I hope you guys really like it. I also wanted to come on here, hopefully you guys haven't skipped this part, and please don't skip the next part. There are some messages from the developers coming up next. I would really like if you could stop and read them, not just because of the warnings, but also the messages from the developers, as they are from Ukraine and they have a very special message for everybody who is watching this game or playing, so I'd appreciate if you read along as well. Alright, let's get started. We arrive at Beaker Street.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven
Oh
yourself
my
a
gosh.
master of observation,
So
might I
dramatic.
ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question. Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman
Oh.
brought today.
We're just getting started. Okay. Yes, move around. We got that. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, cool. Let's get started. All right, London Advertiser, September 28th, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Eldur. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Eldur's personal bodyguard. The longtime member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from the late night promenade. A spokesman for the police assures the Advertiser that they are confident the bodyguard will be located, as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed, whether by his peers at the gentlemen's clubs or the fair nightingales who comfort them. True. Okay.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books
Barnes
to our
and
door,
Noble?
even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
Werner.
I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally
The
tantalizing.
zoom in on his
I
face.
have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, no, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
So he's all worried about his newspaper. Okay, sweet. There's nothing else around here. Let's go! First investigation, where the frick is my newspaper? Okay. It's a rainy day. Why not dress in something more appropriate for the weather? Open the casebook with C to navigate the wardrobe. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh my. Oh! That's so nice. Oh, rotate? Oh, perfect. Oh my goodness. I like this outfit. Okay. Beautiful. Wonderful. Ooh. Ooh. I really like this one though with the sweater under it. Let's do this one. Okay, and then we have hats. Oh, we have to go with this one. Good old cap. Glasses. Mustaches. Oh my goodness. Makeup. Oh, and Watson. Watson needs to be dressed too. Oh my gosh, yeah. Let's put him in the cap. Oh, he looks so snappy. Nice. Okay. Let's do this. We're ready. 221B Baker Street. Oh. Is this the dustbin? What's that?
A cactus spine. If
Oh.
it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
Okay.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson.
Oh, that's the
paper was
newspaper.
indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
He's getting poisoned just
Get the
from
strand. Get your
cactus
copy of the
spine
strand
and
here.
his newspaper? Oh. I guess I have to get
Sorry,
a new
Mr.
newspaper.
Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Glassed. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
True. What are today's headlines?
Any breaking news today?
The dog accident. It's the talk of the town.
Yes, yes. Besides the tripe on the front page, anything about burglaries?
I'm not sure, sir.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
What did you do to
did
the
you see what he
paper?
was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Bang.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal
Oh,
of
like
disguises.
the guy
All right,
who dropped off
you
the
earned your
book.
shilling. That'll be all.
Maybe from
Thanks, Mr.
Mr.
Holmes.
Barnes?
Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings.
Or from Barnes, or whatever. You got a new question in your
Get
mind
the
palace.
strand.
Open the
Get
case
your
book
copy
with
of the
C,
strand here.
then navigate the mind palace inside. Okay. Oh, right here. Who ruined the strand? Okay, if I remember correctly, it does correspond with color, right? Okay. This one is for the blue one. Who ruined the strand? Book from Barnes? Maybe that's what the strand is missing. Newsboy. Oh, the testimony. That'll work, right? Yes. Barnes, the bookseller. Okay. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson, a cactus spine for assassination, a loud bang, a visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. Sweet. Okay. Okay, that's just what we just read. Among our morning deliveries is a book for Watson. It was from Mr. Barnes, the bookseller who prefers to do deliveries himself. Attached to the book is Barnes' business card, which includes the address to his store just around the corner. Okay, perfect. That was what we just read. This was about the spine that we found as well. The newspaper is indeed in the strand. Okay. So I think we'll need to pin evidence like I've done before. So let's pin that. Yeah. Pin. And then
Come now, Mr. Holmes.
Ah,
Murder?
yes.
Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has
Get
his...
the strand. Get your copy
you
of
can,
the
yes, you can
knows
pin
it's part
evidence.
of a
Okay.
game.
Yes, we just did that. All right. Where is it? It's a horse. Lock and key shop. Oh, Barnes! It was right here. Literally just around the corner. Nice. Hello? There he is. Observe. Oh. Bags under eyes. Okay. Oh, I gotta go down a little bit. Ink. Newspaper ink. Excuse me, sir. Just gonna observe you. High heels. Okay. Perfect. Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and has large bags under his eyes, the result of long hours of intense work. He is not very confident and tries to appear taller by wearing high heels. It seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot, even if the ink on his hands suggests he is the one who soiled the newspaper. Nevertheless, Mr. Barnes could still be a pawn in a bigger plan without his knowledge. Workaholic, blackmail victim. Oh, confirm. Okay. We'll
Mr.
accept
Barnes?
that.
A word. Oh, for goodness
Oh, did he just run away? Hello?
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please?
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you coming.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with
My
important
shoulder's
things.
bothering me.
Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way
Proceed
to
to
coax him
highlight
out.
interactive areas in the environment around you. Okay. Wait, is there a dog? Right here? Oh!
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Oh.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Okay. He's not coming
The
out.
ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Okay.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
What is that? Huh. Mysterious. I love it. Love that. Catalog of exotic plants on Barnes' counter. The name of the catalog reads, Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love. Huh. Okay.
Basics of cryptoanalysis. Cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Cartography. Cool. Does that have to do with this? Guess not. What do you think, Watson?
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
Oh, the vase?
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Huh?
The finest view London has to offer.
She sells plants.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
Oh my gosh. Allergies have also been so bad again. Anything else? This looks interesting. No? I think we need to go over here. Yeah. Hi. Let's look at these first. These?
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses.
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so.
Oh, the
I merely
cactus. Wait a
saw them.
second. I wasn't even really, like, looking.
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin?
Maybe. It's cracked. Oh.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
The newspaper. Maybe. Yes.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Let's observe her. Wearing makeup for beauty or concealment? Morning brooch. Oh, morning, like she... Oh, a dog! I didn't even see the dog. Clean boots. Is there anything else about her? Oh, her neck? Luxury fabric. Distant look. Mrs. Fleming wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her dress is made of an expensive fabric that is not suitable for work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. Her eyes constantly dart around the street, seemingly in search of something. Perhaps she is waiting for someone? While Mrs. Fleming cherishes the memory of her departed husband, she is trying to move on, as suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. Perhaps she is dressing to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again. Aw. Okay.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Provide evidence. Oh, okay. So now we need to give her evidence of... Let's see. The character?
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Oh, the
One of these
cactus,
things is
obviously.
not like the other.
Obviously.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I
Cactus
saw
valuable?
this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Roses for sale. Examination of the flower cellar stand reveals that specializes in roses of various colors.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Roses, though. Oh, maybe the dead flowers on
the
display.
flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they
I guess the
mean
roses don't mean
to you?
anything.
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
What?
Oh. I hope you're right.
Does she like Mr. Barnes?
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Aw. Newsboy's testimony. Watson brought in the Morning Post.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Maybe ask her about Mr. Barnes?
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Okay. So, let's see. Oh. Why is Barnes acting so strangely? Do we have enough evidence for this? Why is Barnes acting so strangely? Let's try this. The cracked pot. Observations. Maybe Mrs. Fleming. And then, because he could have set it there. Mrs. Fleming on Barnes. This what? The newsboy's testimony still... Oh, it doesn't? Okay, we only got one thing right. Okay, let's try that. And then... the strand. No? Okay, let's try Miss Fleming. And the dead flowers. Oh, there we go! Okay. Mr. Barnes loves Mrs. Fleming. Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mrs. Fleming, a florist. He may hope she will come into the shop and give him watering advice, or it could simply be a symbol of his desperation. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalog on his counter. Oh, a questionable choice, but for Barnes, a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalog presents the cacti as immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped on the strand outside 221 Baker Street. 221 Baker Street. Now to hear the full story. Okay, now we can go talk to him. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this again. It's been it's been a while.
Perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not
Yes,
despair,
same.
Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Yes.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled. You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured, we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right then.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
I know what to do.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the obtruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
That poor guy. Okay, The Strand. Salpeter explosion rocks docks. Locals at the port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskva had docked at Pier N3 in early evening en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The port authority is yet to comment on the accident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter I don't know how to really say that. Saltpeter leaking into the river. But with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Cute.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing
Watson,
mystery
you have
nor
my
the story
heart.
to launch my writing career, but...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
This way? Did I see that over there, though? Oh, I'll just follow his hand. I'm not gonna... For some reason, I thought I saw a mansion as we passed by, but we only went around the corner. Can I pet you? No. No.
Not much further now.
Okay. I'll just keep walking. Oh! This one? Yes. Ooh, look at that.
Is
Hello?
this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Other missing people?
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Tell
Describe.
me about Kimahia.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Why would he run away?
Is there
Is
any
Watson
reason
just
Kimahia
circling
may have
behind me?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Wait, hold on. Ah, there he is! Oh, is he just doing that every time the camera pans to me? Did he steal anything?
Did Kimahia make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
How do you run? There he
I
is
take
again.
it this is the first time Kimahia has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The
And
man
then
seemed
he's like,
terrified of
"That's
the
so
city.
weird."
I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my
Rescued
complaint.
him from savagery. My God. So glad I don't live in these times. Okay, investigate the shack, right? Is it over here? What's this? Oh! What's it? Oh, I almost knocked down that ladder. What's this?
Chewing tobacco.
Oh, the shoe print?
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Mm-hmm. What about this? I don't know. Okay. We'll come back to it. Oh, Watson, what are you doing? What did I press? Oh, I pressed Q. Watson. Concentration helps you pick up smaller details about the world around you. When you see a wavy green circle, press Q to observe the object more closely. Oh, yeah! I thought... Okay. Forgot about that. So I can press Q now. Knee prints hiding.
Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Huh.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Yes, yes. Okay. So that makes more sense now. And I forgot all about that.
A scrap of Hessian.
Hessian.
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
What about this? Oh, it's a face!
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Interesting. What's that? Oh,
A small navy spyglass.
nice.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Ooh, what's this?
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. No air coming through it.
A bone.
Button chops. The remains of a meal.
Oh. Ooh, what's this? Oh,
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
oh. Interesting. Okay. Oh,
The ashes are long since cold.
mm-hmm.
Is this
Ah.
a Tanifar, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Interesting.
Either way, it's giving me chills.
Okay. Can we look at it? Oh.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Oh, did they like smoke them out? Cloth in the chimney. What's this way?
This
lock?
lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Interesting, interesting. Anything else? I don't think so.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Yeah. Although it's not as bad as I was thinking, but still pretty bad. Okay, cool. So you think we have enough? Yes. Where does Kamiya's trail lead? Okay. Alright, so spyglass, chewing tobacco, clothes made of Hessian, maybe? And then chewing tobacco? Or maybe even the spyglass, because that could mean, like, he's by the docks or something. Oh my god. Cloth in the chimney? Ooh, the footprints. Let's try the chimney. Oh, that's not important? Okay, what about this? The footprints. And the spyglass. Oh yeah, and the docks? Oh, is that, because that's about the docks, right? Okay, so clues in Stenwick's garden. Kamiya's shack. The London Advertiser. Testimony. Oh, wait. That's for the blue. We don't have any more blue. Does that mean we don't have enough evidence? Huh. Again? Okay. So ask him about the key.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Rude. The chimney pipe?
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
The shack?
Where on earth are you going with this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Okay.
Is
Spyglass?
this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
So it's somebody else's. The clothes?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes, I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Footprints. Okay, what about the footprints?
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest, but I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
So somebody else was in the garden.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I did not realize we could do this yet. Okay. That couldn't be. No. It has to be somebody else. Yeah, that is it. I think that's it right there. Okay. No, because he landed face first. No, that's not it either. Well, wait a second. Because if he landed face first, wouldn't he be turned around? That's a possibility. But I'm still not sure. What's that? Well, yeah. Oh. Parallel tracks, wheels.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh.
Oh, I see. I was supposed to pin the right evidence. That's why I was like, I don't think I have. Okay. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. All right. So now we have this pile of logs fallen, parallel tracks often used.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Right here. now we have a new one. Okay. I think it's... Oh, so it's not that one. The lock. Pin that. Don't have anything for that. Ah, I missed this completely. Key print missing. Unusual form. Okay. Ow! Ow! Okay. I'm not gonna validate this yet. I think someone else used it. Not him. Okay. I think it's this one. Can we use this key? Okay, I think it's this. So maybe we should. Let's validate.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe.
That's what the
and
ball
blocked
is.
it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Yeah. I think that's good.
It makes total sense.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
Someone had eyes on Camilla. Cart tracks dotted the yard.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Jeez. What did you just call me?
Truly, there is no better evidence of a man's nature than the way he treats those who help him. And you, sir, are a brute. The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people, your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Well, jeez. Okay. So we have the key now. Let's go. Follow that trail. Oh, a bike. A boat. Alright, let's see. Wait, is there anything this way? I mean, we could have just left the estate, I guess, and come around here, right? Maybe the boat? No? Cart? Huh. So there's nothing outstanding right now. Let's go back here. Oh, I actually need to get rid of the key. Let's do this. There we go. I'm gonna keep forgetting to do that. Ah! There they are. They went this way. Oh. Oh, here it is. Okay. A wallet?
A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Roy Soulsby.
Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
Yes.
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Saltpeter.
Sturdy
Oh,
rope,
you
professionally
say
tied in the
saltpeter.
Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
Oh, can I? Oh, this?
Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather.
Yes. Awesome. Yes, let's go. Okay. Captain Sidham finally gave me the key. There's also a wallet. So, that means I feel like I'm getting it now. Notable features of the abductor. The calling card. Sailor's knot. Wallet. The wallet. I mean, obvious. Not the wallet. Calling card? Sailor's knot? Really? Okay, I guess it's notable features. Particular knot, a spyglass, and the footprints of a working man's boots. They all add up to one conclusion. Kamiya's abductor is a sailor. Okay, I kind of got that already. I think it leads with this information. Yeah. And then abductor is a sailor. Yes. We now know that Kamiya's kidnapper is most likely a sailor, that his wallet bears saltpeter? I think that's how you said it, residue, and that there was a recent saltpeter incident in the port of London. Everything suggests that to find Kamiya, we must head to the port of London. There is no time to lose. It is vital that we find a cab to the port of London immediately. Ooh, let's go.
The strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter
Watson!
accident. Doctor, do you recall?
Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab then.
Okay. We don't really need to pin anything right now. But let's go! Bye, douchebag. Cab? Taxi? Aha! Yes.
Where to, Gav? The Port of London, please.
Let's
I will show you where
go.
to stop.
Yes. Ooh. Let's go. The Blood Red Knight.